Good evening, I'm Beth Malicki.
And I'm Jim Mertens. One of the #1 complaints from people who live in Cedar Rapids is garbage, specifically trash that's left in the right-of-way.
And the city is cracking down. KCRG TV9's Brian Tabak spoke to Cedar Rapids about why it has made a point to tackle this problem. Brian?
So this is the MyCR website where it tracks the complaints from people in the community. It's everything from unmowed lawns to dogs barking. But you can see here, one of the largest is trash between the sidewalks and the roads, in the right-of-way. And you can click on each one of these and it'll show you where the complaint is and when the city actually handled it. Now the city is making a point that this problem needs to be a priority. This table is what's left in the right-of-way on the northeast side of Cedar Rapids. Tammy Suckup says it was a very different scene only weeks earlier when her neighbors moved.
There was furniture up and down the street about 2 weeks ago.
Suckup says it's not just her neighbors either. It's something she sees as a growing problem in the city, bringing down property value.
You get the washer, dryers, the couches, and ever since they stopped the amnesty day, it's been a mess.
Solid waste recycling manager Patricia Hull agrees it's one of the biggest complaints the city sees. Over the last 12 months, it received 1,588 calls, up from the year prior when it received 1,216. That's double the number since the city says it started monitoring the right-of-ways more closely.
That is one of our #1 complaints that we get in from the public. So the trash in the right-of-way is people put a couch out there, or they put a couple chairs out there, and they don't realize that our collection process, you have to call those items in.
Hull says abatement officers are also adding to those complaints on the MyCR app to make sure they get attended to. But Hull says they can't do it alone.
We only, like I said, had 2 abatement officers for the entire city. So the more complaints we get in, the more we can get our eyes in certain areas, and we can drive those areas and we can get that compliance. It just makes the city look better the more that people are engaging in letting us know the issue. And I'm a big proponent. We can't solve an issue if we don't know about it.
People need to call and schedule a pickup for large items and pay a $15 fee for the first item and $5 for every item after. Suckup, however, believes the city needs to bring back an old city service where people could get rid of unwanted trash once a year.
I think if all you that remember Amnesty Day, put in the word that we want amnesty back, let's do it.
We drove around for about an hour and a half going to each of the addresses attached to these complaints, and many of them were already handled. Even the ones that are still said to be in progress, we didn't find garbage at many of those sites. So in the studio, Brian Tabak, KCRG TV9 News.